What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at another action figure. Today's action figure will be the new Budo Gesso from the G.I. Joe Classified line. So this was one of those must-grab figures, probably one of the better figures for 2025. I might be a little late on this, but there's a lot going on. We got lots coming in. We got all these Ross finds at RossCon, right? All this crazy stuff going on for the end of the year. Yeah, so this is a samurai themed character. You got some artwork of him in the back there. He's loaded with accessories. You got that digital art render right there, and you got a QR code right there on the side. So this is a must grab figure, man. I'm really excited. There's tons of Joe characters, and there's a lot of good Cobra characters as well, but this is one of those characters you really need if you're just starting into the franchise collecting G.I. Joe, or if you're a long-time fan. But anyways, let's get this bad boy cracked open and get him out of the packaging. Alright, here we have him out of the packaging. This guy is loaded with accessories. Totally digging that he comes with different armors, different accessories. He comes with like 3 swords, 2 helmets. I'll be showing you shortly. So that's really cool. It comes with this straw, hay straw type of poncho thing, cape. That's really nice. He does come with this scarf, so that's really cool. You can yeah, I'm really appreciating the fact that you can change the appearance on him. You know what I mean. Set him to your liking, to your preference, or go with the more classic Budo. Try to follow the original appearance of him in the comic books or in the shows and whatnot. And here we have the swords. So these are really cool, man. Loving that silver, metallic silver on them. You got some detail right there, some sculpting on the blade. That's really nice. Even the handle of the katana has one. So it's really cool. He has some other I think these are gauntlets for his arms, I believe. You can just change these to give him the more samurai look. He does come with a sidearm. So you do get an AR, which is the same one we've gotten with some of the Tiger Force figures and some of the retro car figures, as well as Dusty, the first release of Dusty, the standard issue Dusty. You can remove the magazine as well as the tripod, and this thing just swivels back and forth. Here we get the actual shin guards for the samurai look. Let's jump into the articulation and the sculpting. You got the gray hair all around, or yeah, I believe he's supposed to be shaved, but this just looks like it's gray. But I think he has it's supposed to represent a shaved head. We got some pockets here where the magazines go. His walkie radio, his clan or unit symbol right there. He got his name across right there, name tag on the front, as well as the back. You got some more sculpting, more detail on there, and the shoulder pads as well. You got the G.I. Joe in the Japanese translation, so that's really cool. You got some more detail on the shoulder pads on his right side, as well as the shin guards. You got that little diamond thing there, or jewel gem, and some more sculpting on there. I like the harness, right? I mean the holster for his pistol. This belt is removable. It actually has a peg, unlike the older figures in the past, which I'm really stoked about, because a lot of times you just gotta heat these up to get them off. You got one sheath for the medium-sized sword right there, and it's on his right-hand side. You got some of the sculpting down here. You got the wrinkles in his pants. You got the knee pads right here. Knee pads are really cool. Would have been nice if they would have painted it a different color. I feel like it just blends in too much with the shirt. You can't really tell what's going on there. It's kind of a weird transition, but other than that, I mean, that shouldn't be a problem. You can always just paint it yourself or something. And then you got some sculpting on the shin guards right here, which are really nice. They're just black, and then the actual boot is brown. For articulation, he does spin 360. He can look up, he can look down. You do have an ab crunch, but this is removable, which is a good thing. So you can, I'll just get it off for you guys, and then I will be showing you how he looks in his different attire. Pull this bad boy out. Let's change the head so you guys can see. The head does spin 360, even with that sculpted hair on there. He does look down, look up, pivot side to side. And then there's 2 joints. There's one on the behind the jaw, and then there's one at the base of the neck. Butterfly joints, ball hinge joints at the elbows. So that's really nice. Swivel at the bicep, tricep. That's really nice. You got an ab crunch. You can lean. He's got that ratchet ab crunch, so you can lean downward and then he can lean backward. That's really cool. And then the ball hinge joint at the bottom of the torso, that actually helps with the range of motion as well. You do get double jointed elbows, which is nice. You get a swivel and a joint peg at the wrist. Ball hinge joint at the upper leg. His legs can kick up pretty high, kick about that high and about that much backward. Swivel at the thigh cut, the famous thigh cut right there. Double jointed knees, really nice, not too stiff, not too loose. You do get a boot cut swivel, 360 motion at the ankle as well. I wanted to show you guys how he looks with the accessories, with his different attire. He does come with 2 vests, so I will go with the more traditional samurai look here. This is just going to wrap around his lower waist. Oh, his pegs came out. That's going to be a tricky part. You might have to skim a little bit of plastic off for it to actually hold. And then this guy is just going to wrap around. You can put it however you like. Maybe this head wouldn't look too bad with it, and then you're just gonna pop this head on there. You're gonna actually have to pop the head off and put the head in there, so you can see his eyes are lined up with the mask. And then you're just gonna pop this bad boy in there like this. There we go. I was more of a fan of the tactical, but I really like how he looks in his samurai attire as well. So I might just keep him on there to fight some ninjas. Here I've got him in his more tactical attire. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put his tactical helmet on. Totally digging how that looks. That first long sword is just going to go on the back sheath here. Sits in there perfectly. Kind of looks like a Power Ranger villain for a little bit too. His sidearm is just gonna go right here. On this one, there's actually gonna be 2 swords that go into the belt. First baby sword in there like that, and then this one right there is gonna go right here. It all just depends on your preference, how you want to display him, how you want to set him up, what you're doing with him as well. Let's get some quick size comparisons. Here I have him next to a first release of Flint, another Joe figure. This guy's a little bit, I thought it was a little bit taller, but Budo is slightly taller than him, and because of the helmet he looks a little bit bigger, and given the armor and the shoulder pads and all that stuff, he looks a lot bigger than him. Here I have a Black Series figure to compare him with, the Anakin out of the Ahsoka. I think this is the Ahsoka release. Here I have a Marvel Legends Deadpool. That's it for the video. I'm really stoked about this guy. I'm happy to have him. I see everybody taking some really cool photos of him. Definitely give him a 10 out of 10. He's loaded with accessories. You can change up his appearance. You can go with the samurai or the tactical. I prefer the tactical, but to each their own. You know, don't forget to subscribe. I got a lot of projects coming, a lot of videos coming up. We got unboxings. I want to do an update on my collection as well, and just show you a little bit of my collector wall. Don't forget to share, comment, like. Catch you on the next one. Peace.